Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy DLloyd. So, coming off of last week's annihilation against New Mexico State, our recruiting class has jumped up to number 33 in the country. Previously, it was like number 76, and the reason why is because we landed our top guy, Avery Gutierrez, the strong safety, 4-star prospect. Now, he only has 77 speed, but he comes in with a 93 hit power, and he also has an 85 zone coverage. That's primarily the coverage that we use for our safeties. We also signed a 4-star quarterback, Damian Williams. Now, he's only a 65 overall. He is a bust, but he's going to add to our quarterback depth. Now, Braylon Hurd moved up ahead of Melvin Gordon and Todd Gurley. He is now the #1 player in the country in terms of the Heisman race, and we're going to be taking on the Missouri Tigers in this game. And Missouri is they're a little beat up coming into this game. They are currently 6-3 on the season, but they are missing their 2 top running backs. Kentucky is still 7-1. They're number 6 in the country, and as long as we keep balling and we keep winning throughout the rest of the season, we have a legitimate chance of going to a national championship. So we're going to start things off with the first play from scrimmage. We're going to hand it off to Braylon Hurd, and look at him go. He's going to take off for a gain of 8, now eclipsing 1,100 yards on the season. However, the second play from scrimmage, Patrick Towles is going to make a big mistake, turning the ball over, throwing an interception, and Gibson's going to take this one down to about the 39-yard line. And the Missouri Tigers are looking to capitalize off the turnover. They're going to hand it off to Stewart, who's going to take this one all the way down to about the 3-yard line, a gain of 22. And then 2 plays later, Mock, the quarterback, is going to look deep to the right, and he's going to find his man Brown in the back of the end zone, and that is going to give the Tigers a 7-0 lead in Lexington. But we're going to come back, and 2 plays into the next possession, we're going to hand it off to Braylon Hurd. He's going to get the block, and look at the room that he has to run. He's going to take this one into Missouri territory, but Braylon Hurd is going to go down with the injury. He will not get up, and he will end up suffering from broken ribs. As you see the Missouri Tiger defender fall on his rib cage right there, and that is going to be it. We are not going to see Braylon Hurd for the remainder of the regular season. He is out for 4 weeks. Hopefully we could get him back in time for a bowl game, but let's see what Kentucky could do without their Heisman candidate. So now it is 2nd and 13 later on in the possession. They're going to find Darian Baker, who comes up with a 14-yard reception. Now 2nd and 4, Patrick Towles is under center for a change. He's going to pass this one to Garrett Johnson, who comes up with a 6-yard reception. The next play, they're going to hand it off to JoJo Kemp, who is now looking to shine as our primary back for the rest of the regular season. He gets a gain of 14, and then 2 plays later, we're going to go with the QB read. Patrick Towles is going to keep it, and he is going to get into the end zone fairly easily, and they're going to tie this game up at 7 apiece. Now later on in the first quarter, Kentucky has the football once again. The score is still tied up at 7 apiece. Patrick Towles is going to find his man Ryan Timmons on the slant route. That is going to move the chains for the Kentucky Wildcats. Now 1st and 10, Patrick Towles is looking to his left. He finds Jarvis Blue, who breaks a tackle, and he goes down, picks up a gain of 12 yards. 2 plays later, they're going to hand off to JoJo Kemp, who cuts it up the field, and that is a 15-yard touchdown run for JoJo Kemp. They are now up 14-7. They have the ball once again, and look at Kemp breaking a tackle, and he's going to end up taking this one down for a 12-yard gain, moving the chains for the Wildcats. Now 2nd and 1, we're going to go with the play fake. Patrick Towles is going to find his man Garrett Johnson, who stretches out for that one, setting up this 4th and 1 attempt, where we're going to hand it off to JoJo Kemp, and he is getting into the end zone. So the Wildcats are going to score 21 unanswered points, and they are going to lead this one 21-7. 1:44 remaining in the half, and you see the Tigers trying to get something going, but Mock is going to throw it INT to Willis, who's going to take this one all the way down to the 39-yard line. But it is now 3rd and 16 for the Wildcats, as they couldn't get anything on the first 2 plays of possession, but this time they're going to go with the slip screen to JoJo Kemp. He gets the blocks that are needed, and he's going to break a tackle, but this one is going to be called back for a clipping call, and that's going to end the Wildcats drive. So with under a minute to go in the half, the Tigers are going to try to get something going. They're going to try to score before halftime to cut into the lead, and they're going to get off to a great start with Nate Brown coming up with that 12-yard reception. And now the very next play, it is going to be White who comes up with the catch. That's going to move the Missouri Tigers to the 30-yard line. Now 3rd and 7, Monster going to look to the end zone, but this one is going to be picked off by Tiller, who comes up with another big-time interception. He looked like he comes up with a big-time interception almost every game. But at halftime, Kentucky is up 21-7, and they're only giving up 10 yards rushing in the first half. But Missouri's trying to get things going in the second half, and they're going to get off to a good note as White comes up with that great catch, moving into the Wildcats territory. Now 1st and 10, they're going to throw it, and this one is Jimmy Hunt who comes up with the catch, a gain of 13 yards, and they are now inside of the red zone. 3rd and 6 now from about the 14-yard line. Malcolm's going to look to his left, and he is going to find Darius White, who comes up with the catch, and he's going to move Missouri to about the 2-yard line. The very next play, Malcolm's going to go ahead and step up into the pocket. He is going to scramble for a 3-yard touchdown run, and they're going to cut into Kentucky's lead. The score is now 21-14, but UK is trying to answer back, and they're going to pass this one to JoJo Kemp on the left side. He's going to break one. He's going to break another tackle, and he will step out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. And then a couple plays later, they're going to hand it off to JoJo Kemp. He bounces to the outside, and he's going to take this one to the 15-yard line. A nice pickup on that run. We go to the freshman running back, Mikael Horton. You barely seen him this series so far, but he's going to lower his shoulder and get a gain of 10 yards. And then the very next play, they're going to throw this one to DeMarco Robinson on the slant route. A 7-yard touchdown reception, and Kentucky is going to extend the lead back to 14. But after they get the ball back, they're going to try to get something going, and Patrick Toles is going to throw an interception, and they're going to end up returning this one down to about the 35-yard line. So Missouri is trying to capitalize on yet another interception, and they're going to get off to a nice start once again, this time handing it off to Morgan Stewart. He gets a gain of about 7 on that run. Now 3rd and 3. Mock is going to look to his right, and he is going to find Jimmy Hunt, who comes up with a great grab, and that's going to move the chains once again. But facing a 3rd and 12, Missouri needs to get a first down. They're going to hand it off to Walters. He's going to be nowhere near the first down, so they're going to have to settle for a field goal attempt. But this kick has enough power, but it is wide left, so Missouri comes up empty. And now only 3 minutes remaining. We're going to keep the ball on the ground, and obviously Missouri's going to have to stop us in order to get the ball back. You see Patrick Toles keeping that one for a 10-yard gain, and then the next play they're going to hand it off to JoJo Kemp, and look at the moves. He's able to get a nice gain of about 12 yards. That's going to move the chains. Now 3rd and 8. The Wildcats need to convert to keep time ticking. They're going to find Ryan Timmons. So now 20 seconds to go. Why not go for the touchdown? We're going to hand it off to JoJo Kemp, who gets to the outside, and that is another 5-yard touchdown run for JoJo Kemp, and that is going to be the game where Kentucky Wildcats are going to take this one 35-14. They are going to advance to 8-1 on the regular season. JoJo Kemp is going to be your player of the game, replacing Braylon Hurd. And you see the stats right here, only 31 yards rushing from Missouri. That is not going to get the job done, as that enabled us to keep the time of possession on our side 15 minutes and 27 seconds, and the rest was able to come from there. So as long as we win out, which we have a good shot of doing, and hopefully we can make up for Braylon Hurd with JoJo Kemp's play, and he picked up the slack in this game, so hopefully he can continue to do that. As long as he does, I feel that we have a great chance of going to an SEC championship and hopefully playing for a national championship later on. But that is it for this episode, so please go ahead and leave this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.